Hey, it's Mike Belfor, American Pacific Mortgage. Thank you for joining us on this presentation on looking at down payment assistance programs. I did one last year and wanted to refine it, make it a little bit cleaner. It's also because we had the California Dream for All 2 years in a row, and there's just so much interest on down payment assistance programs. I think they're a great way to get into a property, and want to just kind of go through this and kind of unpack this with this presentation for you. So a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for 22 years now. Got my formal education, bachelor's and master's degree from Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia, originally from the Bay Area. Grew up, born and raised Bay Area, and then lived throughout California and Hawaii, including helping manage branches throughout the state. I opened the first retail branch for American Pacific Mortgage in the Bay Area in 2010. Been with this company for 15 years. Year over year, have grown exponentially, getting quite a few accolades, which we're incredibly thankful for. The heart here is to better serve really our clients, the partners we work with, really bless those that are looking to purchase properties and bless our communities. Um, so, a little kind of background from American Pacific Mortgage. This company's been here for nearly 40 years. When I started with the company, only 500 people. Now we have 3,000 people with close to 180 branches throughout the country. We're licensed in 48 states. And the idea that we have, and I love this, is just creating experiences that matter because we want to empower you with confidence, knowledge, and expertise. We've won quite a few accolades over the years, as you can see some of these awards here. These are just a few of them. And keep in mind that we have been ranked number one with FHA and CalHFA in California, as well as VA home loans. So we do quite a few of those. So our agenda, what are down payment assistance programs, types of down payment assistance? We're going to go over benefits, some national programs in there. So you guys are aware, eligibility requirements, the application process, common misconceptions, how to find local programs, and key takeaways. So these are the five types of down payment assistance programs. You have a grant, which is non-repayable funds used to assist with down payment. No strings attached, often tied to income of their property eligibility. You have a loan, which is traditionally loan specifically for the down payment, which is required or to be repaid over time. May include deferred interest payments on those as well. There's a forgivable loan program that may be available. We had one with CalHFA, waiting to see if they're going to bring it back. But basically, if you live in the property for 5 years, never refinance for sale, the loan balance is zeroed out. There's a deferred loan, deferred payments. There's a gift, which is monetary support from relative organization, doesn't require repayment, and often requires documentation on that. So benefits of down payment assistance: reduces upfront costs, makes homeownership achievable for low to moderate income buyers, frees up savings for expenses, and promotes financial stability and equity building. So the national down payment assistance programs we have, one is Pathway, which is awesome because it allows for lower credit scores as well, down to 580 credit. It's a 10-year repayable loan with it's a second loan. Basically, you do the first loan, just so you know. You underwrite the transaction, or we would. And then this is like with down payment assistance, it would follow as a second mortgage following that note, right, for that remain of the 3.5% to 5%. And it's only allowed on FHA's programs for the Pathway loan, for example. Click and Close, Smart Buy down payment assistance is very similar. 10-year repayable second loan, 3.5% to 5%. Similar guidelines. It's only allowed for FHA and USDA. You have Within Reach, which again is similar to the programs before, but is part of National Homebuyers Fund and FHA Down Payment Assistance Program, which covers that 3.5%. And actually, we actually did one of these, or helped assist or facilitate one of these with one of their branches with the past client a while back in Texas, actually. So there's just FUD, which is another item that's available. It comes and goes depending on funding, and we're there with funding and receiving funding. There's Home Ready and Home Possible programs, which is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loans, which is great because it accepts grants and gifts as source of down payment, but they do allow for a lower down payment of 3%. Often there are rehab or renovation loans available through those programs as well. And then, of course, there's state housing finance agencies. We call these HFAs, and they're a unique program. So here in California, CalHFA is one that a lot of us know. We have the Golden State Finance Authority, which is another one. And really, they all kind of follow this same eligibility requirement. Now, if you want to get a full presentation on the different California programs, of course, let me know. I have a full presentation on that one I can send over to you as well. Now, eligibility requirements, keep in mind, there may be AMI. AMI is average median income. So they want to often see that you meet the income limits based on the area median income or the average median income AMI, right? And then you have property is often required to be the buyer's primary residence. In fact, I have yet to run into a program that is not uh, a primary residence for, and it includes down payment assistance. Credit score minimums typically 620, but I mentioned there is a program that we have that goes down to 580. First time homebuyer status may be required, but not always. So the requirement for first time homebuyers is generally that you have not lived in a property that is your primary home and owned it within the last 3 years. And then a completion of the homebuyer education course may be required with a lot of our programs like Cali HFA, as I mentioned, the Golden State Finance Authority do, and we have links and resources to help set that up and establish that for you as well. So the application process, one is connecting with your lender. We work with multiple down payment assistance programs. We could obviously get you started, get you pre-approved. We would then set you up with the particular down payment assistance program. So once that's done, of course, we're researching it with you, kind of going over those programs. And then we're determining that eligibility at the same time. And then, of course, once we get you into underwriting, we want to get you fully approved. That's where we submit documentation. And then, of course, throughout the process, and I usually tell people to start early on when you get pre-approved, right? When we talk about number 3 or spot 3 here, which says determine eligibility, complete that home buyer education program early on, I think is incredibly helpful in getting that started. So there are common misconceptions here that I want to go over. Now, down payment assistance programs are for low-income families. Now, there are a lot of programs that cater to that AMI, but there are programs that also can disregard that AMI, right? So the area median income or average median income, it looks past it, candidly. So there are programs where it doesn't really matter. Myth, it's too complicated to apply. It's not true. We do so much of it with our clients and so much to help guide them every step of the way. And a lot of it actually candidly for them that we can do aside from, the counseling and the homebuyer class. It's pretty straightforward. And myth, assistance funds are always loans, as we found out. Many programs offer grants or forgivable loans. So how to find local programs. So check your state's housing finance agency website. We have links to that. We actually have a list of the programs in California already. So just reach out to me if you're in California. Contact local nonprofits specializing housing assistance. And again, ask us about available programs in your area. We're here as a resource. We want to encourage your efforts. We want to help you. So please reach out. That's why we're here, right? So key takeaways here, down payment assistance programs reduce barriers to homeownership. A variety of options are available: forgivable loans, grants, gifts, and street loans. National programs and state-specific options cater to diverse needs. Research and preparation is the key to take advantage of these resources. Any questions? I'm here. Call, text, email, find me on social. I'm always around. So, and here to help and really just help guide you through this process. So please don't hesitate reaching out and look forward to helping you with your home buying process.